The cool girl eye lives on even in the summertime. You just have to adjust the shades a little bit. Today I wanted to focus on showing you guys through giving you a little tour of some of my, I don't want to say favorites because are you allowed to have this many favorites of one category? But I wanted to show you guys through pencils I'm always reaching for like that cool grungy eye look. Creamy, but you have some time to work with them to achieve that look really easily. And I will be listing all the pencils from most affordable to not least affordable, but pricey. Affordability, I will be listing them in affordability. I also wanted to show you guys how easy it is to achieve eye looks like these, that cool grungy eye. It's the ultimate sultry cool girl look in my opinion. The best part about it, it's so easy to do. It's so easy to pair it with any outfit. You can pair it with any lip depending on the color, but if you're using black, yeah boys, you can pick whatever you want. But I wanted to steer away from bright colors. Like I normally really enjoy using red. I love using pink. I love using blue, but especially, you know, that red that looks like my eyes are bleeding. I did want to steer away from that today, show you some neutral shades, some toasty shades, some earthier shades, and I think they're really suitable for everybody, anybody, especially who's trying to take a little more, not risks, that's not the right word because there's no risk in this. You look good every time. Add some extra oomph, some fun to their everyday look. And that is one question I get a lot, like how do I get the courage to wear some of these looks out? I've said it in another video, I don't wear super eccentric looks out anymore just because they take so much time, and I'm a mother now, so I don't got that. So this is the go-to. I'm a liar. I'll be like, this is my go-to on every single look I do. And if you think about it, there's not enough days in a week for me to just pick one go-to. I have to switch it up. So in a way, they're my go-tos throughout a year. I'll say that. But I promise you, this is like one of the easiest looks to achieve. Looks so good, just smudged around your lash line. Nice long lashes or falsies. It's just so good. And it looks good on hooded eyes as well. Yes. And I wrote everything down in my book. For this look, I definitely recommend a gel look. I have done certain looks with creamier pencils, like where's one I really like, this Pacifica one, but it's a very creamy formula and it'll definitely start smearing, start bleeding a little bit. If I really want to wear a certain shade like this one, I just have to set it really well, but combined with my oily lids, there will definitely be some separation in it throughout the day. It's just better to reach for a gel formula because they set down really well and they will not budge. That being said, let's start. So I'm going to start out with the most affordable pencil to do this look. I'm taking the McQueen New York pencil, the rosy shade, and I'm just going along my lash line, not the waterline. No, I am going along the waterline, but I'm not going in the waterline yet. And then you just go over with your fingertip and then just kind of pull at those edges a little with your fingertip, and that's it. How much time was that? Turn the timers on. Okay, let's do the top lid. Ready? Start. And I'm taking my time. So we're doing the same thing over the top lid. I like pulling my lid taut. I would even leave it like that, but let's smudge a little. Then going over that a little more. That took 1 minute. You can keep it tighter along your lash line as well. You can just kind of fiddle through your lashes here, and then you just smudge. You can just push down in here, push down and pull, and you can see it'll lift your lid up. And this area here, you see how it's missing product? You just get in there, fill it out, and then clean up the excess product. Get in here to define, and it really pulls it all together. With the size of your finger, you can pull out the product if it's still pliable enough to get a nice little smoked out wing here. And metallic shades in the waterline I think are just so gorgeous. Especially on brown eyes, they really make brown eyes pop so much. And if you want to opt for a lighter shade, a metallic lighter shade still gives such intensity while not going for a full-on black. So the first pencil I have is from McQueen, New York, MQNY, and it's only $3.50. I got this from YesStyle. This is a very, very nice gel pencil. I got it in a rosy shade. I do really enjoy these rosy shades smoked out on the eye, especially against blue eyes and green eyes. It really makes them pop, especially the blue eyes. This is the shade Romantic Heroine. This one gives you some time to work with it, but it's just such a pretty rosy shade. It's teetering on copper, but I also have a copper shade I want to share. It has really pretty flecks of silver and gold in there, but mostly gold, so it's a really pretty warm shade. With this pencil from McQueen, I feel like you have a good amount of time to layer. The McQueen pencil dries down pretty well, but not as budge proof as these other ones I'm about to list. But yes, this one, from my experience, is not moving that far away from your eye throughout the day. Great budget pencil, love it so much. Some gel formulas, once you're layering it over each other, once you start layering them over, once your first layer has dried down, they'll start flaking and pulling at the initial layer. Okay, the next one is the AF94 pencil. This is the shade High Tops, beautiful orange. This is a really great affordable gel pencil. I believe they have AF94 at Walmart. I don't know if you can get AF94 here in Europe, but they're $8. I think they have around 8 and 10 shades. The color payoff is sensational. So let's do this eye. I think a toasty orange pencil against the eye is summer. My gosh. Sorry my nails are a mess. I really don't like going to nail salons anymore. Nobody knows what I want. You know when you find nail artists that do that question that you like? You're like, one told me the way I wanted my French tips was hässlich. That means ugly. So I just said, I like that. And she just kept trying to do it her way. So I told her, can I get a little more French? A little bit more? She just looked at me crazy. So I do press-ons, but I've already been through 2 sets of press-ons from Quirk. They're so nice. I believe they just came out with new designs, but these were gifted to me. They put so much love into the package, and I forgot that I'm doing my eye, so let me finish that. That's summer. Over here, it is super creamy in application. This is one of the ones that once it dries down, you better know if you want to intensify this or not, because it's going to start flaking once you layer. I would say the color payoff on this pencil is already quite intense, that whatever intensity you're starting with is what you're getting, no matter how much you would layer anyway. I love it, girl. Girl, I love that. Look at that. No. $8, girl. My eyes. Next up, CoverGirl Point Plus. Perfect Point Plus. This is the shade Espresso. I believe these CoverGirl pencils are between $6 and $8. In addition to smudging along the lash line, this is a great pencil for detail as well, for winged liner, for example, or if you want to do like a little cut crease over here as well. I really like this pencil for that. I feel like this pencil doesn't get enough hype. Stays put. So a dark color. Let's try it really quick. I'm gonna keep this one tighter along my lash line. You see how I'm just going through my lashes to tight line, and then I'll smudge that out. Another good thing about this pencil is the little smudger on the end, and you can easily wing your pencil out or wing your liner out. I love a dual-ended pencil. Tool product, love that. But that wing is a little too big and a little too ugly. But don't miss the point. I still have so much sparkle left from that McQueen one. Do it with the pencil or do it with the tool here. Too easy, girl. Waterline here. Like, that's sultry, girl. That is go piss, girl. That's so sultry, girl. But yes, shade Espresso, between $6 and $8.50. This next pencil has really shocked me, startled me, shaken me to my actual effing core. This is the Morphe Byliners. I have, well, they sent me, I want to say all of them. I say that with an undertone, hoping that they come out with more shades. Morphe, this is an incredible pencil. I can't stop talking about this pencil. I've talked about it so many times. You truly came through with a beautiful formula pencil. It is so creamy, so easy to work with, and sets down really well. I love this pencil. I think I love it more because you get 2-in-1. Each of the liners come with a matte side and a metallic side. This is just perfect for somebody who's trying to experiment but also can never run through a pencil. Fantastic liner formula. Morphe girl, you put your foot in this one. $14 US, 16 euro Europe. Okay, next up we have the About Face line artist. These are $14 US and between 15 and 19 euro here in Europe. In Europe, you're only able to buy About Face through retailers, so like Cult Beauty, Beauty Bay. I don't think these are too steeply priced. They're kind of mid-range pencils, but once this is on, you have to work pretty quickly. These are the shades Birds of Paradise, and this is the shade So Important. And I think I would say it's so important to me, but the shade Birds of Paradise is such a beautiful like marigold, but I think it just looks better on its own on the eyes, or if you want to keep it dark up here and bright on the lower lash line. It's absolutely beautiful, this color. I can envision so many girlies wearing this throughout the summer. Okay, the next pencils are from LH Cosmetics. I love LH Cosmetics. These cost 19 euro each. Their formulas and everything that I've used from them, and their liners, and their eyeshadows, and their liquid eyeshadows, they have created such beautiful formulas, fantastic quality, very, very comfortable formulas as well. Beautiful range of shades from mattes to metallics. The one I wanted to recommend for your summertime wear, the shade I wanted to recommend was Sepia. You have quite a bit of time to work with it. I think it's really nice to work with it with a brush as well. This shade though, Vega Flash, I think it's such a pretty rich earthy green, but this is one of the ones that layering is very, very difficult. So get it to the intensity you want, and that's where she stays. But she is staying. And then the orange shade as well. I think it's Likeable Mood. They're all LH Cosmetics crayons. You do get a little extra time working with them, but they do sit down pretty well. I'm gonna go over with Sepia really quick. Such a gorgeous shade. What other boxes are there to check? Longevity, color payoff, range, comfortability, comfort, bitch. Moving up just a notch in price into the $20 to $30 range. This is Huda Beauty's Creamy Coal. Huda just knows. Huda knows how to make a great formula for sure. I don't know, Huda just gets it right. Just a really beautiful neutral brown, super easy to work with, great longevity. Huda knows something about longevity, girl. She knows something. Blends so nicely, so smoothly, just with my fingertip. Love this pencil. It's between 21 and 23 euro and 21 $23. So a little bit on the pricier side. Sometimes Huda's pricing confuses me. Foundations I feel are very, very reasonably priced for a mid-range foundation, and then we jump to the pencil that is priced nearly the same as a foundation. That's a little, I'm questioning it, but also you do you, Huda. So I don't have many shades in these Wonder Skin pencils here, but they're really, really lovely. I have this light pink, which I love. I also have a royal purple. I really love this formula, and I want to mention them as well because when I was looking at their website, they have deals. I think on its own it's around 20 euro, 20.95, but they have these deals that are 3 for 33. Not sponsored. I have worked with them before last year, but it's not sponsored. No contractual obligations. I think they kind of just shuffle whether they're doing a deal in UK, Europe, or in the United States. But 3 for 33, that comes out to 11 pounds per pencil or 11 euro per pencil or whatever it is. So that's a good fucking deal. Right now, I think they're having a deal on their UK site. The Makeup Forever Artist pencils. Another favorite. I say it with my chest. They just get the shades right. They're about, I want to say 22 euro each. The last time I repurchased it was like 22 bucks. Yeah, 22.60 on Cult Beauty, so 22 euro. I'm assuming it's about like 24 bucks in the States, $24. They just get the shades right from Endless Plum. It's this beautiful neutral purple, and I love this shade on my lips, and I love this shade on my eyes. And this is Anywhere Caffeine. Just a nice, light, toasty brown. But this is not a gel formula, so it is very easy to work with. And I will say you probably have to set it in comparison to the other formulas that I've shown you, because if you have oily lids like me, they're budging, but they just get the colors right. They do set, but not the way a gel would. Somebody mentioned putting Endless Cacao in the eye, and this is not Endless Cacao, this is Anywhere Caffeine. But I was just thinking, you know, I never wore Anywhere Caffeine on my lids, so I was just thinking I'm gonna try that. Makeup Forever does have their Aqua Resist pencils. This is the shade Forest, and these are waterproof. These are long lasting. I just love the shades they've come out with for their artist pencils. Anywhere Caffeine, Endless Plum, and Endless Cacao. It's like they made these shades for me. A little bold to assume, but I feel like that might be the case. My last two mentions on this little journey: Makeup by Mario Master Pro Pigment Pencil. It's a long name. Master Pigment Pro Pencil. Victoria Beckham Beauty's Satin Casual Liner. See, this is what I want when a celebrity comes out with a makeup line. Victoria came to wow. This pencil is so phenomenal. But let me swatch these Makeup by Mario ones first. If you have ever tried these, you know why they're so freaking lovely. They're 20s, between 27 and 31 euro each. Look at that. They're just, and I just pressed down way too hard. I'm about to nauseate myself. They're absolutely easy to work with, just too easy to work with. You could make little dots along your waterline and it'll be sufficient. The color is just so opaque, very beginner friendly, very long lasting, and absolutely beautiful pencil. Look at how they smoke out at the edges, and I didn't even focus that well on blending them properly. They're worth every penny in my opinion. I believe they only have 4 shades. You know what, leave it at that. Leave it at that. Let me apply this soft brown really close to my lash line. See, a little goes a really long way. And it's just so easy to buff it out. Do a few dots here and drag it across the bottom of your lash line. A really great tip if your liner is not sticking to your waterline, especially after I play with makeup for so much and my eyes start to get watery, you just dab at it a little with a cotton swab and then it's picking up that color again. But look, this area is so red. Another awesome part about this pencil, a little brush at the end. This is great to just wing out that liner, and it does give you quite a flat line as well, and it does give you that smoked line too. But as far as smudging along my waterline, I just like using my finger. Dual-ended, love that. You remember what I said? Dual-ended, love that. Last but not least, the Victoria Beckham pencil. Victoria, it's nice, it's good. Just really, this is dual-ended as well, which I like this. I love the nub smudger way more. Dual-ended, love that. And this is the shade Copper. Let me swatch it really quick, but I'm gonna use it on my eyes. This is the shade Copper, and it's just freaking stunning. Incredibly comfortable. It's long lasting. It is so creamy, but you guys, I would say in creaminess and longevity, probably a very similar formula is that damn Morphe pencil. 38 euro. Esta un poco Carolina. Let's put it on the eyes, but let's really put it on there. It's so soft when you touch it. Okay, the Morphe one is not that soft when you touch it. It just has like this velvet feel to it. It's a multi-sensory experience. It's like velvet on your fingertips. And you just get really great payoff. Super easy to blend. really with pencils, what more can we say? Sorry, I'm trying to find different adjectives, but what more can we say? It's that's it. Put a little dab here and then easy. I love this pencil so much. I love this shade so freaking much. So another tip for this eye, when you're starting out, you can of course start out with a shade similar to your own skin tone all over the lid to really give a little bit of a more put together look once you have this smudged eye on. But I don't typically do that. I do like the darkness that my lid has naturally, and sometimes with my oily lid, it combined, it just looks so good, so grungy. I love it so much. But really, there's no crazy tricks to the side. Too freaking easy, right? It's a foolproof technique. It's such an easy look to do. It's so sexy, so grungy. Summer grunge, perfect, right? Super easy summer grunge look for the cool girl. I know I'm cool. What about you? I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you maybe found a pencil that might check all your boxes for what you're looking for in a pencil, and I hope you don't have to break the bank. I hope the lower end is all that you're looking for. It has the shades that you're looking for, the finish that you're looking for, and is in your location. But thank you guys for watching. I'll put some links below. Let me know what you want to see next. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.